Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse's new trailer is on the web, loaded with multiversal madness as Miles Morales returns for another masterpiece. Hopefully. I mean, how are you going to match that first movie? We'll see. For the Phase Zero channel, as we fast forward through the first half of the trailer, BD here, and in this video we are going to talk about every single Spider-Man variant we can see from Marvel Comics, shows, movies, and more in that trailer. Yes, really, there's more. So please subscribe to Phase Zero and let's see all those Spideys. We start with Gwen Stacy and Miles Morales returning to the Spider-Verse, and around them we see lots and lots of Spideys. Some of these Spideys seem like they're going to be new for the movie, but a lot of them are identifiable if you look really, really closely, and that's just what we're gonna do. Like directly above Gwen, we might just have Spider-Man from the animated series showing up already, but that one seems like a little bit of a reach, so for the rest of these, we're gonna go with some we are more sure about. As the camera pulls out a bit, we see Mayday Parker's Spider-Girl second from the left, a character who first appeared in Marvel's What If number 105 in 1998. Next to her, we have the armored Spider-Man in the Mark I suit, a design which debuted in 1993's Web of Spider-Man. Then, seated on the edge is Marco Martin's variant of armored Spider-Man, aka the Mark II from Amazing Spider-Man number 656, or the Bulletproof suit. And then we pan over to the Insomniac and PlayStation's Spider-Man with that famous white logo. The video game is officially multiverse canon! Pulling out a bit more, we see Spider-Cop in his blue shirt, a character from the Spider-Geddon series, but we don't actually know their real name from the comics, and we're not going to guess it here. The tall purple Spidey is Webman, an evil Spider-Man copy created by Dr. Doom in 1977's Spidey Super Stories. Webman is walking beside Lady Spider, aka Maybelle Riley, who got her powers from getting bit after trying to pet a spider and first appeared in November of 2014's Spider-Verse number 1 comic. Above them, we have the woman in the white suit facing down, and that is Spinneret, a Mary Jane Watson variant of Spidey from the Renew Your Vows comic series, walking with Spiderling, aka Annie Parker, the daughter of Mary Jane and Peter, who inherited the Spidey powers. Pulling out even more now, we see a play on Bombastic Bagman centered to the left, a version of Spider-Man from Fantastic Four stories, which seems to be a play on the suit worn by Peter Parker in those comics. On the far right, we possibly see Spider-Wolf, though he looks different from the pages of comics, and I hope he survives, which is something he didn't do in the books because this pup looks like the goodest spider of them all, or it could possibly be the werewolf Spider-Man from Marvel Zombie Stories, which is a lot less friendly. Next, we have Peter B. Parker from the Spider-Verse movie, and if you flip the image, you see he's got a little baby holster. He's a daddy to Mayday Parker in this movie, and the first images of his daughter have already been released online. Next, we have Jessica Drew Spider-Woman, a newcomer to the franchise voiced by Issa Rae. She's swinging her way into the trailer on a motorcycle, and you just know she's going to be awesome from the little bits we get here. Spider-Woman is fighting this story's Vulture, voiced by Jorman Tacone, not tied to Michael Keaton's Vulture, who, after Morbius, we don't really know what is tied to him at all anymore. Peter, Miles, and Gwen are following a Spider-Man in a purple and gold suit through some sort of multiverse portals, and some people think this is going to be Gabriel O'Hara, a time-traveling Spider-Man from Earth 616 in the comic. This is not confirmed yet, and that's not what he looks like in the book, so for now I'm just going to call him LSU Spider-Man because he's all purple and gold until we know more. This part of the trailer gets really interesting. On the left, we totally have the Superior Spider-Man, a variant where Otto Octavius became Spider-Man in the books after Peter Parker died, a character from a comic run by the same name. To the right, it looks like we have Anya Corazon from the animated Spider-Man series, one of Gwen's besties and a friend of Miles and Peter's, and we're not done yet. The bottom left of this next part looks like Avengers Campus Spider-Man or Tom Hallond Spider-Man, which technically are supposed to be the same, really. After the tease in the quarantine watch party that there was an idea for Tom, Toby, and Andrew that was left out of the original Spider-Verse in favor of something bigger, if that wasn't No Way Home, there's a chance it was this movie, and we kind of hope, we see them all cross over, or otherwise we're going to feel like that Avengers Campus Spidey on a windy day. It also looks like Miles Morales could be fighting a six-armed Spider-Man, though the colors don't let us know if it's actually the six-armed Spidey who took a formula to try to get rid of his powers and accidentally grew 4 more arms. In a shot where Miles is falling in a fight, we have a few Spideys with another look at the Mark I armor suit. We have the armored Mark III suit on the left side of Miles, and on the top we have Business Spider-Man joining the party. We then get another look at Insomniac Spidey in the center of this next frame, though his suit is black where it's blue in the game, and on the left there could be an alternate Miguel O'Hara suit, as he wore red and white in like the Age of Ultron number 10 comic among other appearances in the books. The right side of the frame, I see people on Twitter saying this could be Bruce Banner Spider-Man, but I'm not sure where Hulk movie rights are allowed as far as animation is concerned. I don't know if Sony has them, so I'm just going to say it's pretty unlikely that's Bruce Banner. In the Avengers Endgame-like final swing at Miles, it looks like we start to see Kane Parker on the left side of the frame close to the camera. He's a clone version of Spider-Man created by Jackal, who ultimately fights crime just like Peter Parker. Then, as we move on, from the right side we get the open chin on the Spidey, which looks like Captain Spider, a Flash Thompson variant of Spider-Man. Near Kane, we can see the white white suit Spider-Man diving off the bridge, which looks a lot like a future Foundation Spider-Man suit. Swinging in late on the top left, we have the wonderful Spider Monkey. The red and yellow color scheme with the black hair seems to be another variant of Jessica Drew's Spider-Woman from comics. The big fella closest to us on the left seems to be an old man Spider-Man who struggled with his weight in comics, and the Spider-Man that is directly in front of him in the frame could be a Spider-Hulk based on his physical build, but that's another character from comics that we're not sure if Sony Animation has the film rights for, so we'll have to wait and see. We get our first look at the unmasked version of Oscar Isaac's Miguel O'Hara, aka Spider-Man 2099, a character who seems to be rallying all of the Spideys in the multiverse against Miles Morales for some reason. And as Miles tries to flee at the end of the trailer, we get a look at the top left. That is Scarlet Spider, aka Ben Reilly, who we all know is going to be voiced by Daniel Kaluuya. And then we get our look at Spider-Man Unlimited being confirmed for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. The Spider-Man from that animated series is officially back, and we will end it with one of the final shots, seeing Miles kicking Spidey from the Spider-Man Legend of the Spider-Clan away from him, a character which debuted in Spider-Man's Mangaverse. Which Spider-Man variants did you catch in the trailer for Across the Spider-Verse? Drop them in the comments or send them my way on Twitter at BrandonDavisPD, and subscribe to the Phase Zero channel on YouTube for more updates just like this one. I'm BD. I'll see you there.